Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos talks retirement, long-distance relationships. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is getting closer to the end of her journey. The season finale will air next week, November 13. Prior to that happening, she is doing some interviews about where she stands on certain things. One of those things is having a long-distance relationship. She also talked about retirement. What did Joan have to say? Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos talks long distance. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is talking about how she will handle the fact that she and her final rose winner do not live in the same state. It's been pointed out that younger stars of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette do not have as many roots and can easily pick up their lives and move. When it comes to the leads for The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette, most of them have already established a life somewhere. They have careers and, in most cases, families that they do not want to leave. This is also true for Joan. She spoke with Parade about her own career and how she feels about long-distance relationships. Joan isn't against long distance at all. In fact, she thinks there could be positives in it and also a lot of fun. She further explained that it's fine to have a long-distance relationship, especially if you have the time and resources to do it. Joan thinks it could be fun, and each of them would just take turns going to each other's homes. Is Joan ready to retire? Many wonder if Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is ready to retire. She also shared the answer to that question. She said that right now she is still a school administrator in Maryland. Joan has been on a leave of absence from work and knows she has to go back soon. She's gotten to do so many things and knows that she still has a job to go back to. So for now, Joan is not making a decision on retirement. The glitz and glamour of the Golden Bachelorette may have faded into the distance, but for Joan Vassos, the journey has only just begun. Sitting in her cozy, sunlit living room in Napa Valley, Joan radiates a kind of serene confidence that only comes after weathering the storm of love, heartbreak, and late-night rose ceremonies. Her journey on the Golden Bachelorette captured hearts across the nation, but it's her life beyond the show that's truly intriguing. As the cameras stopped rolling, Joan, 65, found herself at a crossroads. Retirement was something I'd always fantasized about, she says, her voice tinged with nostalgia. But I never imagined it would coincide with falling in love again. The retirement puzzle. For Joan, retirement wasn't just an escape from the daily grind. It was a leap into uncharted waters. A former art gallery owner, she spent decades curating masterpieces and hosting extravagant exhibitions. Art was my first love, Joan admits with a laugh. But even the most beautiful paintings can't hold your hand or laugh at your bad jokes. The decision to retire wasn't an easy one. I wasn't ready to slow down, she explains. My work gave me purpose, and without it, I worried I'd lose my sense of identity. But the experience on the Golden Bachelorette changed her perspective. When you're surrounded by people who are genuinely rooting for your happiness, it's hard not to reevaluate what you want out of life. Joan's golden years are now filled with new hobbies: gardening, painting, and volunteering at a local animal shelter. Retirement isn't the end, she says firmly. It's the beginning of a chapter where you finally get to write the story you want. Love knows no distance, of course. No story about Joan would be complete without addressing the elephant in the room: her relationship with Chalk Chapel. Fans will remember Chalk as the rugged, silver-haired heartthrob who stole Joan's heart during their unforgettable horseback ride date. But their relationship has been anything but conventional. Chalk, a retired pilot with a penchant for adventure, splits his time between his Wyoming ranch and volunteering with a nonprofit that flies supplies to remote communities. Joan, meanwhile, is firmly rooted in California. Long-distance relationships are tricky at any age, she admits, but when you're older, they come with their own set of challenges. The pair has become experts in balancing independence with intimacy. We're not trying to merge lives completely, Joan explains. We've both built these incredible, rich lives, and we respect each other's need to maintain that. They rely on regular video calls, spontaneous weekend visits, and plenty of handwritten letters to keep the spark alive. There's something so romantic about putting pen to paper, Joan says, her cheeks flushing slightly. Chalk has a way with words that makes me feel like I'm in a classic romance novel. Golden lessons in love. Joan's journey on the Golden Bachelorette wasn't just about finding a partner. It was about rediscovering herself. I learned that vulnerability isn't a weakness, she reflects. It's a strength. Putting yourself out there, especially on national television, is terrifying. But the reward is worth it. She also acknowledges the unique dynamics of dating later in life. When you're younger, you're focused on building a future, careers, kids, houses. But at this stage, it's about companionship and enjoying the moment. There's a freedom in that. Joan's advice for anyone hesitant about finding love in their golden years? Do it scared. Whether it's signing up for a dating app, joining a book club, or auditioning for a reality show, take the leap. You never know what or who you'll find. The road ahead. Despite the challenges of long-distance love, Joan and Chalk are committed to making it work. We're taking things one day at a time, Joan says. There's no rush to make big decisions. Right now, we're just enjoying the journey. She hints at a possible move to Wyoming in the future, but quickly adds, "For now, I'm happy where I am. Napa is my sanctuary." Beyond her personal life, Joan is also using her newfound platform to advocate for causes close to her heart. She's partnered with organizations that support seniors, emphasizing the importance of staying active and connected. Aging doesn't mean fading into the background, she says passionately. It's about stepping into the spotlight in a way that feels authentic to you. Joan is also penning a memoir, tentatively titled Golden Days, Golden Nights, which will chronicle her experiences on the show and the lessons she's learned along the way. Writing has been therapeutic, she shares. It's a way to process everything and, hopefully, inspire others to embrace their own golden years. A legacy of love. As our conversation winds down, Joan's eyes light up when she talks about her legacy. "I want people to remember me as someone who wasn't afraid to take chances," she says. "Life is too short to play it safe. Whether it's retiring, falling in love, or bearing your soul on national TV, you have to go all in." Joan Vassos may have hung up her rose, but her story is far from over. As she navigates retirement, long-distance love, and her own personal evolution, one thing is clear. Joan is living her golden years with a kind of grace, courage, and passion that makes her a true inspiration. And for those still wondering if Joan and Chalk will ever close the distance, stay tuned, she says with a wink. The best chapters are always the ones you don't see coming.